Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
James to Danny Green. Davis to James. For three, Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron into the front court. Down 5. Danny Green to James. The drive right to the basket. Even to Zubac with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To James. And count the basket. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Shot by Leonard won't go. To Davis. Kuzma. And the nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Deep right corner. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to George. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Here comes the screen. James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. LBJ with it. Curling inside. Patrick Beverly. Huge block. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
JaVale McGee swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, right?
To Caldwell Pope. Cousins. Here's LeBron for two. LeBron James, 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. George, man, that was a tough shot.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
LeBron with it up top. Shot clock off as they look for a go-ahead bucket. Down a point. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. And look out. Big finish at the rim. He'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the period. The Clippers are out in front. One of those games, every shot seems to be going down. Only one quarter in the books, Jay. Defensively, what needs to be tightened up?
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Leonard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
LeBron, tough matchup against George. LeBron James, with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard, off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
George won't go down. Goes to the right side. Danny Green. Lou Williams pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Beverly. Beyond the arc for 3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Hat-trick Beverly. He's 2 for 2 now.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To James. McGee powers it through.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. James into the front court. Trailing by 4. Down for McGee. Slams it down. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Save 10% off all merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Beverly to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 4 out of 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Just a ball handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Boogie. Curling inside. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron against Paul George. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Layup goes down. Well done.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Kuzma to James. DeMarcus Cousins. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Count it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To James. To Cousins. Driving right to the basket. Shot from in close, no good. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
No good. Leonard. Shot won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers have the lead. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Spins and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Across the timeline comes James. The margin standing now at 7. To Kyle Kuzma. Great pass to set it up. Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. James. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lakers ball. Here's James for 2. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Surveys the floor. Paul George looking good. 4 for 5.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Cousins. Add 2 points to the board. LeBron into the front court. His guys down 11. Screen coming. good. Off a spin.
Oh, we doing that now? I see you. Okay.
Leonard. Lays it up and in.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Chance for LeBron James. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Short jumper off the mark. Leonard. Deep two there. Won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Leonard. To Beverly. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Los Angeles has the basketball. Here's James with a chance. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. To Harkless. Nothing going here on that drive. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Team foul number 40, Los Angeles Lakers.
Mo Harkless at the line for two shots. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. And he makes them both. LBJ. Oh, emphatic slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Here comes the screen. Paul George. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
James into the front court. His guys down big. Caldwell Pope to James. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Williams, keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Williams buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
James to Kyle Kuzma. JaMychal Green tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Lou Williams, 3 for 6 now.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
James to Davis. James to Davis, down low. Nice pass to set things up.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Williams. Short jumper misses. LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle. Kuzma to James. Down for McGee. He gets it. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first
New blood coming in for both sides.
receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been...
Here's Leonard for 2. It's good.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
See, because he's not trying to easily work his way into the game. He's being aggressive. And when you apply that kind of pressure on the defense, inevitably they will start making mistakes.
Spinning shot. Won't fall. To Leonard. Gets to the basket and scores.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
James knocks it down from mid-range.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. George lets it fly. Paul George. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
James to Davis. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Cousins. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Kuzma to Davis. Oh, he had it. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Deep left corner. And scores.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Kuzma to Davis. Even to Zubats with the block. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Leonard to Williams. Has a look. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.